When I hurt someone and ask to be forgiven, I expect and hope that they forgive me. But what if they hurt me? Do I forgive them? I know that I like to be forgiven of the wrongs that I've done, but is that different? Well, Jesus tells us a story about a king and a servant to give us an answer. There is a wealthy king who lives in a distant country, and today he sits on his throne to go over all the orders of state, collect taxes from this lord, mediate a feud between these merchants, and then one of his servants come in. Ah, yes. This servant borrowed a significant amount of funds from the treasury a few years ago. Now he has finally come to pay them back. Good. Unfortunately, the king finds out that the servant wasted all the money. Everything has gone to waste. Furious, the king thinks how he can cut his losses on this endeavor. A servant of his status surely has a decent enough house and land to pay off some of the debt. I will sell you and your family into slavery, and all your possessions will be confiscated to pay off your debt, the king declares. The servant collapses. No, king, no! Please spare me. Give me just a little bit more time. I will find a way to pay off the debt. I will. Moved by the servant's plea, and knowing that the servant could never fully repay such a debt, the king looks down at his servant and shows mercy. Your debt is forgiven. Go in peace. Grateful for the king's kindness, the corrupt servant goes to the marketplace. Ha! I'm forgiven! That means I can keep all the wealth that I acquired for myself. Then he sees a man that owed him just a little bit of money. With greed in his eyes, he runs to the man, grabs his throat, and pins him to the wall. Give me the money you owe me, now! I don't have it. Please give me some time. I will pay you back as soon as I can, the man pleads. Infuriated at this merchant's nerve, he expects me just to ignore his debt? No one can borrow from me and not pay me back. I will show him. Then he drags the man to prison, laughs as he states, You can stay there until you can pay me back. A man who witnessed the servant's behavior runs to the king. You forgave your servant, and now he is throwing people into prison who owe him money. This infuriated the king, so he calls his guards. Go hunt down this servant, the one that I forgave, and bring him back to me. Within a few moments, the guards return, dragging the corrupt servant with them. Angrily, the king shouts, You are evil! I forgave you of your debts, and although they were many. And now, you can't even forgive this man's debt, no matter how small they are? The wicked servant started to protest, but the king continued, Shouldn't you show mercy just as I showed you mercy? But because you could not show mercy, now I will not show you mercy. Take him to the prison, the one that he threw his fellow servant in. The king forgives his servants over and over, but he also expects his servants to show the same mercy that he shows them. God has forgiven us of so much. Certainly we can forgive others. Thank you for watching. Consider liking, subscribing, or sharing this video with a friend.